The Oyo Empire was a Yoruba empire of what is today western Nigeria, north-central Nigeria, and Western Republic of Benin. Established in the 15th century, the Oyo Empire grew to become one of the largest West African states. It rose through the outstanding organizational skills of the Yoruba, wealth gained from trade and its powerful cavalry. The Oyo Empire was the most politically important state in the region from the mid-17th to the late 18th century, holding sway not only over most of the other kingdoms in Yorubaland, but also over nearby African states, notably the Fon Kingdom of Dahomey and the modern Republic of Benin to the west. Mythical origins. The mythical origins of the Oyo Empire lie with Orunyan, the second prince of the Yoruba kingdom of Ile-Ife. Orunyan made an agreement with his brother to launch a punitive raid on their northern neighbors for insulting their father Oba Oduduwa, the first ruler of Ife. On the way to the battle, the brothers quarreled and the army split up. Orunyan's force was too small to make a successful attack, so he wandered the southern shore until reaching Bussa. There the local chief entertained him and provided a large snake with a magic charm attached to its throat. The chief instructed Orunyan to follow the snake until it stopped somewhere for 7 days and disappeared into the ground. Orunyan followed the advice and founded Oyo where the serpent stopped. The site is remembered as Ajaka. Orunyan made Oyo his new kingdom and became the first Oba, with the title of Alirafin of Oyo. He left all his treasures in Ife and allowed another king named Adimu to rule there. Early period. Orunyan, the first Oba of Oyo, was succeeded by Oba Ajaka, Alirafin of Oyo. Ajaka was deposed because he lacked Yoruba military virtue and allowed his sub-chiefs too much independence. Leadership was then conferred upon Ajaka's brother, Shango, who was later deified as the deity of thunder and lightning. Ajaka was restored after Shango's death. Ajaka returned to the throne thoroughly more warlike and oppressive. His successor, Kori, managed to conquer the rest of what later historians would refer to as Metropolitan Oyo. Oyo Isle. The heart of Metropolitan Oyo was its capital at Oyo Isle. The two most important structures in Oyo Isle was the Afin, or Palace of the Oba, and his market. The palace was at the center of the city close to the Oba's market called Oja Oba. Around the capital was a tall earthen wall for defense with 17 gates. The importance of the two large structures signified the importance of the king in Oyo. The Nupe occupation. Oyo had grown into a formidable inland power by the end of the 14th century. For over a century, the Yoruba state had expanded at the expense of its neighbors. During the reign of Onigboji, Oyo suffered military defeats at the hands of the Nupe led by Sadi. Sometime around 1535, the Nupe occupied Oyo and forced its ruling dynasty to take refuge in the kingdom of Borgu. The Nupe sacked the capital, destroying Oyo as a regional power until the early 17th century.